Morning VC, happy Easter. Hope everybody's well. Sun is, you can probably gather, is still shining in the UK. Yeah, I haven't ventured out, but we've got to do what we have to do. This video is going to be another quick one. Sort of like while catching up on watching videos, I noticed that James Griffiths had done a video cut, sort of like Gimme hard rock 1970 to 1980. So basically, show a album from each year, a hard rocking album from each year. So I messaged James and said, yeah, great video, great idea, I'm going to do one myself, so here it goes. And I've watched some other videos as well, so be some really good choices. Try my best not to repeat, but hey ho, let's go. So for 1970, I've picked Edgar Broughton Band, Sing Brother Sing. Was it 1970? Yeah. Edgar Broughton Band came out in Norwich. Very popular in the late 60s, early 70s, particularly on the free festival circuit. Just a trio, just really good rocking record. There's the band themselves. I think Edgar's to that's Edgar. It's just they're managed by Peter Jenner of Black Hill, so it's had the same management as Pink Floyd. They're on the Harvest label as well. Their records are very difficult to come by, and especially at a decent price, because they were popular live. Sales wise, they didn't go as well. Quite a sort of militant band for the time. Yeah, but it's a really good album. It's a really good, solid, rocking album. For 1971, I have gone and chosen Groundhogs Split. Tony McPhee, the Groundhogs, staple of the late 60s, early 70s. A very popular band live. This represents probably their best album. It's got Cherry Red on it. So you got Split in 4 parts. That takes up side 1. Cherry Red, A Year in Life, Jumpman, Groundhog. You find with Groundhog albums that one side would be like blues rock, and then the other side would tend to be a little bit more experimental. Tony McPhee no longer has pretty much retired his health, I think, on health grounds. Ken Pestelek, the drummer, still tours with a version of the Groundhogs. Well worth checking out if you've never heard any of their stuff. 1972, I've chosen Black Sabbath Volume 4. I suppose any one of the Black Sabbath albums, the first 4 albums, could have gone in. But as Black Sabbath had been shown, I thought I'd pick up on this one for 72. As it says, 4th album. This is not the original Vertigo edition Swirl. I have got it, I've just pulled the wrong one out. This is in fact, and you can tell that really, apart from the label, but also the inside as well, where it's got the 4 members. The actual inside of the original album's got playing live in Birmingham Town Hall. Yeah. So that's volume 1972. 1973. I've gone for Nazareth, Razmanaz. I think this is a reissue on the Mooncrest label. But you've got here a couple of staples of their act. Bad Boy and Broken Down Angel was a top 10 hit single for them. He also produced by Roger Glover. Just after he left Deep Purple, he get himself a reputation as being a producer. This is absolutely wonderful album. Nazareth, early 70s Nazareth is worth checking out. For 1974, I've picked Bad Company's self-titled debut album. I'm always torn between this or Straight Shooters being the best album. Bad Company were basically were Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke, X of 3, Mick Rouse on guitar, and Boz Burrell on bass. And I mean, the big song on here, Can't Get Enough, was Mick Rouse had written it for Ian Hunter from Off the Hope, and Ian Hunter said, it's not my range, can't sing it. And I think the frustrations grew. So I was reading an article actually in Classic Rock magazine with Bernie Marsden, and where Mick Rouse goes, you know what's Paul Rodgers like? And he wants me to jam with him. He says, yeah, he's a great singer. And if it don't work out, just let me know, and I'll have a go with him. And of course, obviously it worked, and Bad Company, particularly in the States, were phenomenally successful in the mid to late 70s. As I said, this is a great album. Rock Steady, Ready for Love, Don't Let Me Down. The Bad Company song itself, Seagull, which ends it, is a really nice song on here. 1975, I've gone for Budgie's Bandolier album, or Bandolier, or whatever. Budgie, formed in Wales, 1970s. Were a band, were a popular live act, but never quite. It never went into sales. I mean, I saw Budgie once, and they were supporting Gillan in 1981 at the Odeon. This is the original lineup: Tony Border on guitar, Burke Shelley on bass, and Steve Williams on drums. It was what it was. They were never a heavy metal band. They were just a good, solid rocking band. You could see why they were popular live, and they've obviously got the image of the Budgie there. Their records are very hard to get hold of, to be quite honest. I've got a best of, and I've also got some CDs of theirs. 1976, my choice is Journey, Looking to the Future. I sort of stumbled on this when I first started buying music, and CBS were doing what's known as nice price cassettes, and I was buying a lot of cassettes, and I brought this thinking, oh, it's Journey, Don't Stop Believing, and all that, and it's totally different. It rocks. They were at 4-piece at this point. On a Saturday night, they do a cover of George Harrison's All Too Much. Anyway, She Makes You Feel Alright, You're On Your Own, which is my favourite track on the album, Looking to the Future, Midnight Dreamer, I'm Gonna Leave You. Really starting to get an identity with this album. It really was a good, solid rocking album. I mean, any band that had anything done by on drums, it's worth checking out. He was at his pomp at the time as a drummer. 1977, I've gone Blue Oyster Cult Spectres, and that's partly because I've had a bit of a kick on Blue Oyster Cult. I've recently bought some albums of theirs, and this was an album that was recommended to me. I can see why. It's really good, rocking. Godzilla, Are You Ready to Rock? I Love the Night, Nosferatu. Again, another band you know what you're getting with them. Obviously, on the bet, well known for Don't Fear the Reaper, and I did think about putting Agents of Fortune for 1976, but it just got picked by the Journey. Yeah, this is 1977. (1978), gone for Judas Priest, Stay in Class. This is where they've started to get the image, the look. I think my copy might be signed. I don't know whose signature that is. You've got here Excited, Right It, Red Heart, Better By You, Better Than Me, the Spooky 2 cover, which coming back to haunt them big time. Stay in Class, Invader, Saints in Hell, Savage, Beyond the Realms of Death, Heroes End, and I think I've got them in a sleeve in there. You can just see there that the image is starting to come, the whole leather. Now, one of the big controversies about Judas Priest is where they're from. And there's one video I got to, in the process of sorting it out, is best Birmingham bands. Now, Wikipedia and even the local rag, the Birmingham Mail website, say they're from Birmingham, class them as Birmingham. Well, in fact, the band was formed in West Bromwich, which is technically Sandwell. It's just to the north of Birmingham. So that effectively makes them Black Country, a Black Country band, not Birmingham band. And if you ever go watch West Bromwich Albion play, which I used to do a lot with a mate in the 80s, the crowd quite were making it known that they were Black Country, and I hated people from Birmingham. 1979, this was an album I was playing last night, Highway to Hell, AC/DC. This is an album I've got a soft spot. First cassette I ever brought was this. My cousin introduced me to this, and I just absolutely loved it. He played it all loud. I mean, I knew Touch Too Much. It was just after Bon Scott had died. And crikey, that's 40 years ago. And just, I loved it. I played the Jesus out of this cassette, and I should still had it, but I think I knackered it. It's just a solid rocking album. It was the first album with Mutt Lange, and we all know what he sounds like with Def Leppard and all that, but he didn't really, all he did was make the sound more appealing to the American audience. The band did take off in the States with this. Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush, Shot Down Inflated, Get It Hot, If You Want Blood You've Got It, Love Hungry Man, Night Prowler, again another track that got them into a little bit of hot water. But that fitting epitaph for Bon Scott, that album. And then finally, 1980, I wouldn't ever call this a metal album, but I'll call it a good, solid, hard rocking album. Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Probably, it's very hard because they made a ton of albums afterwards, but this may represent their peak. They were on an upward curve, I suppose, inspired. You know, the title track, we all know that. But you've got here, We Are the Road Crew, Bite the Bullet, Chase is Better Than the Catch, The Hammer. These were all pretty much live staples throughout the year for the band. This is just a one stonking album. So there you go. Those are my choices of Gimme hard rocking albums. I hope you approve of what I've chosen. And really, it's just really say, it's hard with the weather so good. I don't know where it is around the rest of the world. But we still got to stick to it. And watching the videos, I'm catching up with the videos, and some of them entertaining. I haven't been commenting much because I tend to watch it from the television, on the YouTube app on the Apple TV. But I've been enjoying it. It's just been good being able to take the opportunity to sort of catch up a little bit now. I'm only 3 days behind now. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down, love the interaction. Feel free to leave a comment. I'll get back to you. And those who've left a comment on Wednesday's video, I'll spend some time today and replying to you. So whatever you get up to, VC, gorge yourself with chocolate if you can. Just relax, chill. It is a bank holiday. Technically we've got tomorrow off as well. Well, I have anyhow. So whatever you're up to, VC, look after yourselves. Keep spinning. More importantly, keep smiling.